Hey guys, it's Janta here again. I know that it's been a while since I've uploaded another video on my channel. It's just been a lot going on lately with the holidays, and then I start school back up again and I'll be working, so I just have to have these rare moments where I have time to make a video. So anyways, I have some time tonight and I was thinking I would share a personal story when I was a member of the Mormon church, and realizing that the church isn't true and finding out the real history. Looking back on all these experiences I had on my mission and just in the church in general, I see it in a different light. And it's hard. It's a hard realization to look back at things and realize that was emotional abuse. And it's not like anyone was trying to harm me or anything. It's just the way that it is in an Orthodox religion. And I want to tell an experience that I had on my mission, and I just want to say before I begin that my purpose in telling the story is not to get down about how horrible this person is. It's just to kind of raise awareness of how damaging that this can be when we tell people this in the church. And so anyways, I was in a companionship on my mission that was very unhealthy. This companionship, we fought every single day. This companion was on lots of medication. She had a lot of things going on, and the mission president even called me before I became companions with her just to kind of tell me her situation. And I was going in an area with her that was very boony, meaning that we were going to be very far away from anyone else in the mission, and that we were so far away that we didn't have enough miles in the car, because we had a limit on miles as missionaries because it's tithing for gas money. We didn't have enough miles to go to like P-Day zone sports, which it's just like basically missionaries' day to just like kind of relax and have fun just until 6 p.m. They don't even give you the full day. But anyways, I was really struggling with this companion, and it wasn't just like regular fighting. Like, it was, I couldn't communicate with her. She couldn't understand like simple things that I was trying to say. And like when I would explain things, like, oh, like she'd just be like, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, I don't understand. And I was getting frustrated. And we called the mission president like 5 times a day, because we couldn't resolve our issues. And I just didn't know how to communicate with her. I mean, not only you live with someone, that you don't get to pick, it's just you and this person, and then, like roommates, but like, it's more than that. Like, as a missionary, you're supposed to be together 24/7 for safety reasons. And you also have to go out and try to teach people about your church with this companion. And it was one of the hardest 6 weeks of my entire life, because with every single transfer, meaning there's different transfers, and sometimes every transfer there's a chance you could get your companion changed. It's not up to you, it's up to your mission president, and you can go to a new area or you stay, but it's every transfer is at least 6 weeks. So if you get assigned to be companions with someone, you have to be with them for at least 6 weeks. And my mission president knew that we were struggling, and I was also struggling with a lot of other stuff at home life. There was a lot going on at home, and I was just struggling in general with the mission. I was still freshly out. I think this was my 3rd transfer. Yeah, so for 3 transfers in a row, I was new area. So 6 weeks, one area, and then I was in a new area. Or was I? No, I think I was in my first area for 2 transfers. Anyway, that's besides the point. So, I was very, 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 very depressed in this area with this companion. And I mean depressed, like I would go to the bathroom to just cry, to get away from this companion. We'd wake up in the morning and we had a very strict schedule. And I wouldn't say a word to her. We didn't say like a word to each other. We just would go outside, go do our exercise, and not talk until we literally were supposed to talk until companionship study. And companionship study was always giving me anxiety because that was the time where we fought the most, because companionship study is where you're supposed to prepare lessons together for the people that you're teaching. We didn't have that many people that we were teaching. And just trying to communicate to this companion for the things that we were going to do that day, we just could not understand each other for the life of us. And anyways, it was so hard. And then not only that, but on my P days, I had to spend it with this one person out in this boony area. And it was a dark time. It was very dark. I had major anxiety. I got myself sick from my anxiety. I remember I had body aches and pains, and I know it was from my anxiety. And I almost came throwing up. And anyways, it was really bad, you guys. So when I had my breaking point, I just told my companion, I need the cell phone, and because we shared a phone, and I was like, I need to go into the car and call the mission president privately. And surprisingly, she was like, okay, because we're not really supposed to do that. We're supposed to stick together all the time. Anyway, so I go in the car, I call my mission president. I just break down sobbing in tears, and I'm like, President, I'm really struggling with stuff at home. I'm really struggling here. I feel like a failure, and I just break down because he's the only other person that I can really talk to. You're not allowed to talk to your family unless it's Monday, and you're only supposed to strictly email them. This is when I went out. I know now, this has probably changed, but when I was a missionary, that is how it was. So this is my experience. And he was the only person I had. I couldn't go call other missionaries. That was against the rules. And I called him in the car, and I was sobbing. I was a mess. And he told me, he's like, Sister Osler, he's like, you're letting Satan get to you. He's like, Satan is trying to stop you from doing the Lord's work, and you need to forget yourself and go to work. And I remember crying. I was like, no, President, this isn't Satan. I'm really just struggling. I need someone to talk to. Completely shut me down. I was like, Sister Osler, Satan is trying to get you. He's trying to stop you from doing this work. You need to forget yourself and go to work. He was getting mad at me. And I was crying to him. I needed some comfort. I needed someone else other than this companion to talk to, because I felt like I was going crazy. So getting off that phone call, I felt horrible. I felt like I'm letting Satan get to me. That's horrible. I felt horrible for calling my mission president and trying to talk to him about this. That really damaged me, and I had to go back in and deal with this companion and try to figure something out. And you guys, the emotional damage that literally came from my mission is real. I can't speak for anyone else. All I can speak for is myself. And it really is one of the most toxic experiences that I've ever had. I've had a lot of other ones, but this one tops it all. And I'm worried about other missionaries. I didn't understand what missions were until I went on one. I just thought, I want to serve God. I want to be a good person and find people to teach. They don't tell you how it really is out there, and This was only back in 2018. Like, this wasn't that long ago. It's 2022. But the trauma that you go through is real. And I know some people, the thing that was frustrating is I saw people having amazing experiences, baptizing like crazy, and that wasn't the case for me. And I blamed myself because the church tells you your faith will bring you blessings to baptize people. And if you're exactly obedient in all the mission rules, God will send you those people. And so they use the mission rules as this is the way to be successful in your mission. And I did. I was exactly obedient. Got up every single day at 6:30 a.m. for the majority of the part. And of course I wasn't perfect, but I was as perfect as I possibly could have been. And it's just so unhealthy. And I just want to bring awareness to it, and that's not okay. It's not okay to tell me that I'm being deceived by Satan when I need someone to talk to, especially when I have no one else to talk to. So looking back now, I see it for what it is, but in the moment, I truly blamed myself. Let's do better.